Creating a VR setup ain't cheap, and the last thing on your mind when you've just forked out for a custom gaming PC and a VR headset is a bunch of expensive accessories. So in this video, I'm going to show you the must-have, cheap as chips accessory to really help make your setup discreet and slick. It's custom sensor mounts. Let's get into it. So the sensor mounts that are included with the Rift, they're good quality, they're made of metal, they feel sturdy and they look good. They are really designed for desk setups, and in that scenario they look great. But if you really want to get something a little bit more discreet looking, if you want to mount sensors on the wall, if you're going for a 3 or 4 sensor setup, you really need something custom to help make that look a little bit more slick. Now there are loads of 3D printed sensor mounts typically available on eBay. There are loads of sellers and there is a great variety of different shapes and sizes available. These things are cheap. They range anywhere from about £4.50 to about £8.50, and normally that includes 2, if not more. Now you may want to put the sensors on the wall, on the ceiling, on a bit of furniture, and the sensor mount that's included with the Oculus are just not going to cut it. Now the quality of these does vary, and they are 3D printed. You will in pretty much all cases be able to see the lines where the resin, the plastic has been laid down, but these aren't the main event, and more often than not they are obscured by the sensor itself. Some of the more expensive ones, this one as an example, which is about £8.50, this does have multiple parts included. It has a screw down cap that tightens the mount around the actual sensor itself. But even the cheaper ones, I have to say, are well designed, they're a good size, and they fit the sensor snugly. They're pretty robust. I'm not the gentlest of people and I've not broken one of these yet. They've worked pretty well. They most definitely did the job. Even with the most luxurious 4 sensor setup, you can spend less than £10. As I say, £4.50 will get you 2 of the monitor mounts or 2 of the wall mount. So for £10 you can have 4 of these in total. If you do want to go for some of the more intricate designs, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but even with these intricate designs, I think you're still talking £15 or less. So in US currency, I guess you're talking well under $20 really to get a nice custom setup. Coupled with some really nice extension cables, this really is going to look the biz. And beyond just looking smart and discreet, what this means is that when you've finished with your VR, you don't need to pack everything away, you don't have to get it back out again when you want to reuse it. Of course, every time you move one of these sensors means you have to run the really onerous, really painful sensor setup, which just really takes away from your playing time. So getting these things, as I have, which is chased nicely into the wall, sat behind your monitors, sat on your wall, all nice and discreet and cable managed, means you can just pick up your headset and you can just play. And when you've got company or you want to wine and dine your beloved, you can get this all packed away really nice and discreetly. So there we go guys, a short video on what I think's got to be a must-have accessory for all Oculus users. It will be really interesting to see as some of the new HMDs like the Quest start to come out that are promising sensor-free inside-out sensing as opposed to the outside-in sensing. We'll do another video on what that means. My guess would be is that these headsets are going to be a load simpler to set up. The tracking, particularly I suspect on the hand controllers, won't be as good, but only time will tell. But for now, whether it's an HTC Vive or whether it's an Oculus Rift, we are stuck with sensors, and for a few quid you could get yours mounted away really discreetly. So there we go guys, I hope you're really well wherever in the world you are. Please like and share this video, subscribe if you're not, and I will see you in my next one.